December 8th, 2022. I was thinking now that I'm back on YouTube, what could I kind of share with people about my life that would be educational and interesting? Well, I'm kind of a different type of guy because I thought I just typed in Brent Long, Harvard MBA. I just typed it in, and sure enough, uh, up pops up LinkedIn and Facebook pop up, and LinkedIn has me with a picture of a Jaguar car in a muscle shirt, and it pops up and it talks about Harvard, the tuition being 73,000 a year, and it's like, oh my gosh, so maybe there's not too many people in my position that went to Harvard Business School. I was a millionaire when I went there, and within about 15 or 20 years, I was living in my car. So you wouldn't think that would happen after you get your MBA from Harvard. So maybe I have a couple stories to tell, and maybe, like they say, click and subscribe and tell your friends. Say, yeah, I think the guy really did go to Harvard. It's kind of hard to prove it, but that's a copy of my. I think that's a copy of my degree. Or this, costs $500 if you lose it. It might be the original. So yeah, Brent J. Long, degree of Master's in Business Administration, and Harvard College, the 353rd year. John H. MacArthur was the dean. I liked him. Nice guy to me. Derek Bach. So I think I will talk about my experiences at Harvard. I mean, not too many people. Bill Gates came and talked to us, and CEO of Pepsi, Neutron Jack from GE, Johnson and Johnson had the Tylenol scare, and so I think I will talk about Harvard. And one time I was outside of La Central on California, no, Bush Street in San Francisco, and Charlie just said, yeah, we just got the distribution from LinkedIn. And I looked at him, I said, LinkedIn? He goes, yeah, we did LinkedIn first round. And Greylock did Facebook, third round, 500 million. So I've been around a lot of stuff, but once I got out of Harvard, I just didn't think I'd be a good master of the universe and a good father on Wall Street. Because my original plan was like, I'll make tons of money and I'll go help out the poor people of Argentina. Instead, I kind of thought, maybe I'm not really cut out to be a master of the universe because I can't lie, and I don't think I would have fit in on Wall Street. I know I wouldn't have, but I've learned a lot since then. So I'm going to share stuff. So yeah, I'm class of 1989. There's actual. It was rained out, so Harvard, of course, has contingency plans, which is kind of sad. Rain plan effect, because it would have been, it's such a beautiful university to graduate under the trees and all that would have been nice. But it was rained out, rain plan effect, so had a tent. I'm with one of my classmates right there, who I liked very much. Not going to say his name. Yep, that's actually me. I don't know why I got the yellow thing. Kennedy half dollar, Charles Lindbergh, Federal Reserve. But instead of hanging out with other MBAs, and several of them are billionaires now, and I'm not going to say their names because I'm a little gun shy, but I'd like to kind of continue telling my story on YouTube. I started on YouTube before Google bought it, but I ended up being friends with bankers because banker guys they give me stuff like this: billions for the bankers, debts for the people. It's like, what? And then you start, this guy's a famous aviator. What's he doing talking about the Federal Reserve? And that's going into Mexico. Oh, the Washington Monument. Gosh, I was there a long time ago. Look at that crazy airport in Los Angeles. Keynes at Harvard. What's that about? That's back at the Capitol a long time ago. And look at these. That's Harvard Business School. It's a beautiful school. I loved it. And the liberal thing was across the street, Kennedy School of Government. But these crazy Canucks, you guys. Look at this. They got money that you can see through. It's made out of plastic. You Canucks are something else. And so 5 pounds. Pounds sterling, huh? Here's the late Queen Elizabeth, picture of her. Hermes tie, I think it's from Paris, 100% silk, dry clean only. Look at, hey, Bix. I met Bix Weir. He came and spoke in Salt Lake City, and that's when I benched 300 pounds December 1st, 1973, 17 years old, bench press. So I think maybe there's somebody's out there that is interested in the actual guy that went to Harvard Business School. But a lot of people criticize me, like, you're not using your MBA. What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's true. I did grow wheatgrass juice when I got out of there, and I kind of, frankly, rejected the system. Look at that little bit of encouragement. Brent, don't stop believing. That's nice. Brent, don't stop believing. Great song by Journey, you know, City by the Bay. They're a Bay Area band. Individual contributors, Harvard. So I think I will talk about my Harvard experience. Bill Gates coming, other stuff, studying in the halls of the international bankers. Because right now, interest rates should probably be at least 75%. But when I got out of Brigham Young in 1982, mortgage rates were 14%, and the prime rate was 21, I think even 22%. And now rates are artificially low. They're going to go a lot higher, and it's going to break the system. It's pretty obvious to me. I probably should charge, $25,000 a day for consulting, but I'm going to do it free for right now, folks. Free for right now. And I'm kind of in the mood because I'm headed to Texas tomorrow. And I'm hoping I can just kind of listen and learn when I'm in Texas. But I've had a lot of experience, so I think I'm just going to cut to the chase because this is way better than watching Billionaires on Netflix or some movie where this guy went to Harvard. Well, this guy did go to Harvard, the business school, and most people think it's the best business school in the world. I was born at Stanford, but Stanford to me was ugly. It's a bunch of weeds and stuff. It just wasn't that pretty. Harvard's gorgeous. So I'm going to talk about Harvard, whether people like it or not. And some people will be interested in the reality from a guy that should be charging, $25,000 a day. But I'm going to make my forecast. Okay. Now that Kennedy guy, there's some kind of link between Lindbergh and Kennedy and all this stuff. I think there's a link. I really do. And see, that one's not made out of silver. But in 64, they were 40% silver. And before that, we used to have silver dollars. Las Vegas was built on silver dollars. And a silver dollar, right now, you can buy them in Utah for $27. They call it a silver round. But I will give a forecast, an economic forecast, a macroeconomic forecast, that silver will go up 10 times in the next 10 months. So that means if you buy a silver dollar for $26, let's say you could find one for 26 or 27, you probably can sell it for $260 next year. That's my forecast. And, okay, interesting that the Brits pound sterling, not pound gold, sterling. They're into sterling, which is silver. So I also predict that silver in 1 year will be worth more than gold. And I think gold right now there's a spot price, which isn't necessarily the real price. It's about $1,800, $1,795. And if you want to, buy a gold coin sometimes, I don't have a gold coin, but I think they go for, about $150, $200 over spot. So I think silver will be worth more than gold by the end of 2023. Is that good for some predictions from the Harvard guy? Okay, I'm going to Texas, so maybe I'll see some people. I left my heart in San Francisco, but I'm going to see what Frisco, Texas looks like mañana. Hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.